Well, on our way to the track today, we had a minor blowout after doing a pull. It blew the dipstick out, evacuated some of the oil out of the tube, and the only thing I changed was there was a vacuum line that ran from this cover up before the throttle body, but after the filter for the clean air side on the PCV, and I added a one-way check valve right here, and apparently that was the wrong call. So I'm gonna put just a straight hose back in, blast this off with some brake clean, and we'll get headed back to the track. Okay, got everything blasted off with brake clean. Got a fresh hose back on with no check valve, so that should solve that issue, hopefully. And we'll do another hit, see what happens. Okay, we're teched in. I'm allowed to go up to 1149 today without a fire suit on. However, on street tires, I'll be lucky to get into the high 11s, so I'm predicting we should run low 12s. It all comes down to me and my driving. Nathan's sitting over there with his car. He's going to get a helmet right now. I'm going to try to sneak in a couple test hits before he gets back, so I can at least get some practice with the setup, and we'll go from there. Okay, first pass of the day. I did a 2.3 60 foot. I actually dead hooked. I only launched at 2,000 RPM though, so I'm gonna try 3,000 next and slowly roll off the clutch. But we went 12.4 at 121. Try to knock down that 60 foot and see if we can get bottom 12s. I wheel hopped like a son of a gun. I'm just gonna go right back in line and see if I can try that a little better. The Pro Tree definitely caught me off guard. I was not ready for that. Try it one more time. Okay, that pass was felt a lot better. First gear I spun pretty bad in, but once I hooked up it was moving. I hope that was a little faster than that first 12.4. I think I'll have to check the log, but never mind. We weren't logging, dang it. Okay, I'm not sure. I think I left around 3,000, so I need to try somewhere in like the 2,025 zone and just let it hook up. So I still had about a 2.3 60 foot. However, this one I let out of third right before going into the traps and just put it in fourth. And I think that's where I bled off some mile an hour and bled off 0.2 of a second. All right, that's my brother. We both ran 12.4s, our first hits. So it's all gonna come down to if I cannot screw up the launch, and this should be pretty interesting going through the traps. good first gear 60 foot, but then I got locked out of second really bad. I even clutched out, clutched back in, and couldn't get it in gear. So I'm gonna try to, Nathan did beat me on that one, but we gotta do another hit. See if I can actually shift. Don't think my 2.5 60 foots are going to be able to catch up to him when he's cutting 2.0s today. He's got that car really figured out. And on my my 5-year-old Sumitomo street tires, I can't quite get it all together. So I'm just going to go ahead and give it off to him. I think I do have the fastest ET of the day when I ran a 12.40 by myself, or I guess that my very first hit. So anyway, see what he wants to do, but he's definitely faster than I am right now. Okay, I don't think Nathan wants to race anymore. I think he's cashing in his 2 victories and calling it a day, but I'm gonna keep going. I want to get a lot better on running the Pro Tree. I think so far my reaction time best has been like a 300 something. So I'm gonna keep doing laps because we are literally the only people out here right now, and see if I can get quicker than a 12.40. Thanks. All right, so that pass was a 12:59 at 121.4. So I had the same mile an hour as my best, but I was 2/10 slower. Not sure why. 60 foot was still a 2.32. And I think that's just all I'm gonna be able to do on these tires. I've got new ones on the way, but for now, that's all I've got. So I'll probably do a couple other hits just to get the practice in on the Pro Tree. But I think that very first hit of a 12.40 is gonna be my best of the day so far. that run. I'm curious to see the time slips though, to see if he just had a bad 60 foot, if I had a good 60 foot, if he missed a gear somewhere. But I did finally beat him. Holy crap. Yeah, so he was doing 2.0s. That 60 foot, he did a 2.09. I ran a 12.44 to his 12.52. I did a 120.48. He did 116.04. I also had him on the tree by about 50 thou. So, finally got a good lick on both of us. We'll see what he has to say about it. Okay, that wraps up my day at the track. I'm gonna take my 12.40, which was my very first pass actually, as my fastest. And then we'll be back out here probably in a couple weekends once I get the new street tires on, which should definitely help a bunch. So I'll see you guys then.